Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Toyosi, and today, as you can tell from the title, we are creating a vision board to plan for the final third of the year. I know that some of us have been a little bit disorganized and we may not have followed the plans that we set for ourselves at the very beginning of the year. And now that we're in the final third, you might be thinking that it's a bit too late to reach some of our goals, but I'm here to tell you that it's not too late. And a really good way to plan for our goals is using a vision board. Vision boards are really good because they can take ideas, goals and dreams from your mind to a visual that you can see every day. This forces you to define what you actually want instead of having vague ideas in your mind. It also acts as a reminder because you see your goals every single day instead of having to remember or even writing down. Looking at loads of notes can be a bit overwhelming, whereas just looking at images can inspire you, can remind you so much easier than trying to remember the stuff that you set or reading through loads of lines that you've typed up or written down in a journal. Not saying that those are necessarily bad, but if you're somebody that works better with visual cues rather than written cues, a vision board can be something that's really useful for you. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create a vision board to motivate you to reach your goals in this final third of the year, because it is not too late for you to do so. So let's get started. Right, so right now I am sharing my screen for you guys. So we are going to be using Pinterest to collect our images for this vision board. Pinterest is just a really good place to find a lot of things that are motivational. It also looks really aesthetic, and I just feel like Pinterest images tend to look really good in the vision board, but you can find your images anywhere you like. Pinterest is just the easiest to find and download from, so that's what we're going to be using today. Before running to Pinterest to find your images, you want to make sure that you know what you're looking for. So have some goals written down somewhere so that you know what to find. The goals that I want to achieve are YouTube consistency. So I am really aspiring to be monetized on YouTube before the end of this year, and to do that I need to be really consistent on YouTube, and a vision board will help remind me every single day of that goal so that I can stay consistent, keep posting, keep being there for you guys, because this is genuinely my dream. So I currently go to the gym. I reached one of my goals, which was to stay consistent in the gym. I've been consistent since December up till now, so I'm really proud of myself with that. But I have an even more specific goal, which is to have a much cleaner diet as well as look my best in the gym, because I feel good going to the gym, but sometimes when I don't look how I feel, it can make me not feel as good as I would if I was in an outfit that I really liked. So I want to take the time to plan better outfits, pick nicer outfits, instead of just being in a rush or not knowing what I want to wear, and then I end up not liking what I've picked or I'm not feeling the most comfortable in what I've picked. So that's another goal for myself. And finally, productivity. I want to be more productive, get more things done in a day. I specifically want to have a much better morning routine and a much better evening routine. So now that I've defined those specific goals for myself, that's what I'm going to be looking for to put on my vision board and what I'm going to be looking for in Pinterest. Back to my screen. So we're going to start with my YouTube goals. So the first thing I'm going to type up is just YouTube and see what comes up. Some of the images here are inspiring me for what to look for. I quite like this one with someone holding a camera in a car. I think that looks really aesthetic, actually. I'm going to type girl holding a camera aesthetic, because that a camera reminds me of YouTube, because that is what you should use to film YouTube videos. Well, for some people. For me, I use a camera. So if you use a phone, you might want to find an image of someone holding a phone. I actually can't find what I like, so I'm gonna go back to the image that I found earlier, and I'm just gonna use one of these. And I love how it's pink. Pink is my favorite color, absolute favorite color. I think I'm gonna go with this image right here. So I'm gonna download image. Now, oh, actually, log camera. Now, one thing you might want to do is find people who have the same sort of skin tone as you, because having that matching skin tone can make you visualize yourself in that position so much easier than if the image you were using of someone was a different complexion to yours. It might be a little bit harder for you to visualize yourself in that position, whereas if you use somebody with your own matching skin tone, you can visualize yourself there even more so. If it's not possible, then that's okay, it's not the end of the world, but do try to find. So I've typed up vlog camera dark skin, and I've found an image that I really love. This is perfect. I think this actually looks like the camera I use, because I use the Sony ZV-1. This might be the Sony ZV-1 F, it kind of looks like, but I really like this image, so I'm gonna go with this one. So we're gonna download that. So I'm gonna continue to look at more pictures of people holding a camera. Maybe if there's specific camera goals you've got, so you want a certain type of camera, you could search for that specific camera. For example, I actually really want the Digi Pocket 3, so I'm gonna type up someone holding that. Oh, that looks so cute, and it's pink. It's got a pink case too. The image kind of disappeared. I don't know why. See this one. Here we go. I think I'll download this image as well. Then another thing, obviously, I would love to have that YouTube plaque. So I'm going to search up the YouTube silver plaque. Oh, quite like this image, so I'm going to download this one. I like these balloons that I've seen of the 1K subscriber goal. So I'm going to do that. 1K balloons, the 1K subscribers. I really like this image, so I'm gonna go for this one. So I've got quite a few images for my YouTube goals, so we're gonna move on to my gym. So I'm gonna type up gym clothes for black women and see what comes up. So I'm just gonna download any images that I really like. I really love this outfit. I prefer to wear a darker top and lighter bottoms, so anything that's kind of within that I'm gonna go for. Like this outfit, I'm gonna download that, and I'm gonna go for one more image. I do love some joggers. Couldn't exactly find what I'm looking for, so I'm just gonna go for this image right here. I'm just gonna type gym aesthetic, just as a little reminder to just keep going to the gym. Even though I am still consistent, I just want to have that reminder to keep going, keep thriving. Oh, one thing is that I really want one of these mini Gymshark bags. So I like this image because it reminds me of that goal to get one day. Love that aesthetic vibe. And then finally we're gonna look at diet. I want to have a cleaner diet, so clean, high protein meals. So I'm just gonna save some images of some high protein meals that look clean. I actually like this image because it feels realistic for me. There's like a homemade version of fries, there's some chicken. It doesn't look the healthiest, but I see that being like almost like a healthy cheat meal. There's a goal that I have for myself this coming September is actually to eat as clean as I can. I do really love steak and avocado with eggs. I need to get back to eating that because that is really delicious. And I think they'll take this image here as well. Got quite a few pictures for my gym goals. Finally, we're going to do some productivity. So I'm just going to type productivity in general, and then we'll niche down later on. Oh, did not spell that right at all. I'm just going to type up black woman again. I'm pretty sure I did set my filter to darker skin. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, there are quite a few images that I absolutely love. Like this one's amazing. Download that. I'm gonna go with this image too. I love having a great setup. The books, I'm somebody that loves reading, but I haven't had the time to read as much as I would love to. So this image is perfect because I really want to make time to read for much longer than I have been able to recently. So that is great. And then this lovely pile of books with some of the books I even have actually, which is great. I'd love to have a little library one day. That would be amazing. I feel like I'm building a mini one, but I'd love to have a huge library of all my favorite books. So yeah, we're going to look at morning routine because that is something that I would love to have a much better morning routine than I currently do. I don't think I have much of a routine at the moment, so I want to work on that. Oh, actually I love this image right here. I love how it has the Bible, some candles, it has the vitamins, the gym. I like that, so I'm gonna download this image. I like this one, it's quite aesthetic. And then I like this one of the person journaling. I want to get into journaling a lot more because I feel like it's a really nice way to put all your thoughts on paper rather than them being clouded in your mind. And then I feel like journaling also helps you to be more grateful for the things that you're grateful for, but you may not be actively grateful for. That might be more of an evening routine though, but I'll keep that image because I do want that. Oh, I love this image, looking put together. And a lot of these I'm already working on. It's just a reminder to keep going. A lot of the time, sometimes you want some reminders to just keep doing the things that you might be working towards, or remind yourself to push even harder too. Okay, and then we're going to do night routine. So again, this kind of journaling image I like here, kind of settling down, winding down, sort of what I'm looking for. I think I'm going to stop there. I've got quite a lot of images, so now it's putting these images together. Now I'm going to do this through Canva, but you can do this through Pinterest if you want. They've got a really nice collage tool, but I would love to do this through Canva. So all the images that I've downloaded are on the left hand side here. So I'm just gonna literally drag all these images on my page. I'm not gonna organize them yet. I'm gonna kind of put them all together so I know what images I like the look of, what images I don't want. For example, I don't want this one anymore, so I'm gonna remove that. Got quite a lot of camera images, so I'm gonna pick two, and I'm gonna pick these two because these are both cameras that I don't have. We're gonna do it section by section, so I'm starting with the YouTube first, and now I've got the 1K. So now I'm gonna start to organize these images. I'm gonna crop it how I like, stack them together really nicely. How I like to do my collages is to have everything of a similar goal in one section. So I'm gonna have a little YouTube corner, so all my sort of YouTube goals are here. I'm gonna remove the background of this image and put that over here like this. So that is my little YouTube corner, and I'm actually gonna add some text here and tap YouTube just so I know exactly, well, I know what it is, but it's kind of just like a little visual cue again. Oh, I did not spell YouTube correctly. YouTube, here we go. Here's my little YouTube corner. So I'm gonna do the same thing again for gym. I'm gonna go and do that over on this side. I might actually resize the images to make them slightly bigger, smaller, depending on how many images I want to have, how many similar images I want to have as well. Just adding in all the pictures for my gym section. Doesn't matter if some sections are slightly larger, some are smaller. It doesn't all have to be exactly even. It's just up to you, really. So that is all the images for the gym section. I'm just gonna remove the ones that I don't really like so much, ones that may look similar. Really simple, really. Remove the background of some of them. When it starts to look a little bit cluttered and you still want more images, just remove the background, really. So it's pretty much just rearranging. It's a lot of fiddling around, rearranging, seeing what you like until you find the perfect formula for you. Now, after looking at this section, I actually want my YouTube section to be slightly bigger, the images. Next, we're going to move on to productivity. I'm just going to categorize productivity all together because morning routine and night routine can look similar depending on how I want to do things. I'm almost filling the gaps, if you say. I think that image is actually necessary, so we're going to remove that. Okay, so this is going to be my gym section. I'm just gonna type gym here, and I think I like how it looks. So yeah, I'm gonna add everything all together because it all falls under the category of productivity, and I haven't 100% decided what I want to do at night, what I want to do in the morning. But these are nice visual cues to remind me to be productive and to have good routines that allow for productivity. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly rearrange these images because, as I said before, it's all just repetition, just reorganizing everything until you like how it looks. And it's all up to you. There's no right or wrong way to go about this. And here is my completed vision board. So I'm gonna set this as my computer background. You can print this out if you like. Just make sure to have your vision board somewhere that you can see it every single day to remind you of the goals that you set, the plans that you have for yourself, and you can visualize it every single day and make sure that you work towards it happening. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like so that I can make videos similar to this. And if you want to see more of me and you don't want to miss out on my content, subscribe and turn on the post notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.